Greetings! I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and when I'm not putting totally edible razor blades in my Halloween candy, I'm here at the Wolfula reviewing movies. You didn't seriously think I'd leave you hanging on Halloween now, did you? Oh, you did? Well, that's just because you're a dick. Seeing as it's Halloween, I thought I'd review, well, a movie that has something to do with Halloween. I don't know, there's something about today that makes me just want to talk about Halloween for some reason. I can't explain it. One particular Halloween film slipped by me last year. Tales of Halloween. I wonder why I never heard of it before. Maybe it had something to do with its poster referencing Busta Rhymes from Halloween Resurrection.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Tales of Halloween is, get this, a Halloween anthology flick. Yeah, I know, right? We only get like one every year. But Tales of Halloween segments were all written and directed by a bunch of different filmmakers, all of which I have never heard of before. Yeah, having an anthology movie made by a bunch of different folks looks good on paper, but it usually means that the stories are going to be inconsistent in quality and tone. Tales from Halloween runs the gamut of conventional horror stories and just some weird fucking shit. Honestly, the weird shit is the best stuff in this movie. Tales from Halloween gives a poor first impression with the first segment, though, which is the most predictable, by-the-book horror story you could possibly imagine. A kid getting babysat is told a spooky story by the babysitter's boo.
Seriously, Mikey? You better save some for Sweet Tooth.
Who's Sweet Tooth?
It's about another kid named Timmy who was, for some reason, allowed to go trick-or-treating, but he couldn't actually eat the candy because it's bad for him or something. I don't understand how his parents could actually enforce that rule when their kid is out trick-or-treating alone. Makes no goddamn sense, I tell ya.
Go to your room, son.
Why let him go trick-or-treating then if he couldn't have any candy?
The kid goes into a murderous rage when he finds his hypocritical parents using the candy as some kind of aphrodisiac? I don't know, never heard of a candy fetish before. Well, Timmy kills his parents and eats the candy that's probably been soiled by said parents. That's not enough though, so Timmy scoops up and eats some candy-laced parent innards as well.
What?
He wanted more.
Apparently, Timmy's vengeful spirit returns every Halloween to do pretty much the same thing we just saw.
His evil spirit comes back, trick-or-treating.
No mention is made of how Timmy actually becomes a vengeful spirit. Like, how does that happen? Do you go to the DMV or something? I don't know. Besides, who would Timmy be wreaking revenge against? His parents are already dead. He can just go to CVS and buy all the fucking candy he wants.
Trick or treat.
The movie's reveal of adult Timmy, aka Sweet Tooth, is straight out of an episode of Scooby-Doo, and I have no problem spoiling this particular segment. Timmy just kills the boyfriend and babysitter. That's it. No twist or nothing. Lame.
They ate all of my candy.
That's just the first segment, and it's probably the worst one, but the rest are a lot better, especially the one that immediately follows. Basically, a kid dressed as Satan is coaxed into defacing the local Halloween hater's house, but then it turns out that this Scrooge is actually the devil himself.
You are going to learn what a real Halloween prank is.
And takes this kid under his wing as they go out on a night of Halloween mayhem. It's literally Satan's little helper. Except this is better because they fucking hold up liquor stores and hijack Adrian Curry's car.
Aren't you Adrian Curry?
Yes.
Ooh, might I have your autograph? Big fan.
Just goes to show, kids, you can rip something off so long as you do a better job. And that's pretty much the rhythm that Tales of Halloween rolls with. You'll have a real snoozer of a story, like some ghost chasing a lady around, and it'll be followed by a segment where an abusive, baby-wanting woman stands in as the witch from Hansel and Gretel.
What? She's supposed to be Gretel. You know? Like Hansel and Gretel?
Mama said knock you out! When the trick-or-treaters start showing up, this lady dresses up as a witch, and her husband dresses up as sexy Hansel, so they can live vicariously through other people's children.
Trick-or-treat!
Well, hello, my little pretties. And what are we supposed to be?
The only thing missing is a Brazzers logo. That's better.
The things you do to me, the way you hurt me, I couldn't let you do that to a child. I saw a doctor, and he made it so that I couldn't give you one.
This is the only horror story I can think of that's caused by a vasectomy. You never never know what to expect with some of these stories.
Trick or treat.
That girl's from the streets.
Shrek.
This story, for instance, is basically about a gang of marauding little Michael Myerses killing stoners, which is pretty cool.
Maria,
Oh shit, I hope she didn't have her phone in her pocket. Even when the flick rips off Friday the 13th with a slutty Dorothy Gale being chased by literally just Jason Voorhees, Tales of Halloween defies any and all expectations by having this fucking thing show up from a goddamn UFO.
Trick or treat.
No.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat.
It's like my Friday the 13th fanfiction is coming to life. All of this memorable weird shit makes Tales of Halloween worth watching, even if there are some clunkers thrown in like Dana Gould having a Halloween decoration war with a skeleton Bob Marley, or a story that's just about a cop going after a killer jack-o'-lantern.
Nice timing.
She acts like this is normal shit for her. I did like the story about the gang of punks that fuck with people on Halloween, but it wasn't really weird or dumb, just kind of normal, for Halloween standards at least.
No, wait.
Some guys would pay to have this happen to them. The segments of Tales of Halloween are broken up occasionally by a radio show hosted by Adrienne Barbeau, and it makes me think that this is an unofficial sequel to The Fog.
Our little town really comes alive on October 31st, when witches and devils, imps and monsters roam our town.
Speaking of John Carpenter, the movie has some neat Easter eggs, Halloween eggs, like a Carpenter bar. Aw, that is so cute. I don't get it. And every time somebody watches a movie in Tales of Halloween, it's guaranteed to be Night of the Living Dead, though that movie is public domain, so it's not saying much. I feel like I've seen Night of the Living Dead more times in other movies than just by itself. Tales of Halloween also has quite a few horror cameos, like Joe Dante, and the guy who killed Vic Morrow. This is the only movie I can think of where you can see Sam Witwer punched in the dick by a dwarf, but I haven't seen many Sam Witwer movies, so maybe this happens to him all the time. If so, I need to watch more of his movies. There are 10 segments in Tales of Halloween, a variety of different stories, but like any bag of fun-sized candy, you're gonna have some almond joys in there. Still, there are a few really entertaining stories in the flick. I just wish I didn't have to eat the almond joys to get to them. I give Tales of Halloween a Satan's Little Helper ripoff out of Jason ripoff. Happy Halloween! Don't spend the whole night waiting for the Great Pumpkin. That dick never shows up.
By the way, Billy, is your mother dressing up again this year?